as much as I kind of didn't want to come up off of it, you know, when you in whatever lane you're in, and no matter what business or what you're doing, when you want to progress and want to get to the top, and you got a vision, I tell people this: you have to be able to adjust and adapt. You have to. It doesn't matter how much you love it. You have to be able to adapt. That doesn't mean change what it means or change the way you think to a certain degree, but you have to adapt. That's where the longevity comes from.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is the
episode number 8.
Episode 8.
Episode number 8, Only One Podcast.
Only one in the building.
You know, Vendetta the Don, Stacey
Oh
Cash.
man, we got Peter Icon,
Man,
the icon.
Yo, we got somebody new behind the camera. Well, he ain't new to the camera, but you know, we got somebody else behind the camera making us look good. So shout out the visuals to my man G6.
Man,
Yo,
G6, you real know. How I go, G?
G6 Pie, you're the realest done.
G6 Pie, the realest know. Yeah, Ross. Yeah, man. My man, he from Louisiana. You from New Orleans? Straight like that.
Crescent
Louisiana.
City,
Straight
man.
like
Straight
that.
like
You're going to
that.
see the cameraman, man. Most definitely. We appreciate you coming out handling this for us, man.
No, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Shout out's a blessing, man, to have somebody else, you know, a part of the team. Like I say, bringing his skills and his talent. He does great work. You know, when we're done, we'll shout him out. Shout you all out how to get in contact with him. Definitely talented dude, up and coming. So, like I said, we'll be giving y'all the information about that here in a minute.
Most definitely.
So what's good, Cash?
Man, I'm going through my trusty little computer we got. You know, we done upgraded and shit. You see us, baby. We done upgraded a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? But, you know, we just trying to just get to, we still, first and foremost, let me explain to y'all. We do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? We just fly by night with it, man. So we ain't got no scripted, none of that. That's the whole point, is we not scripted.
Nah.
But we do need to keep up on the times, and you know, as humans, we need to know what's going on.
Facts.
So we might throw some shit out there that's in the news, like Trump done got impeached, indicted, or whatever the fuck. He can't get impeached because he ain't the president no more.
He ain't the president.
But he got indicted,
Yeah,
right?
first president ever to be indicted on criminal charges.
Right. So we, you know, that right there was crazy. They was I heard them talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
Trump this, Trump that, and they really got that motherfucker.
Yeah, they were waiting to get him. They was, you know, when they want you bad enough, they'll get you.
Who
and they
wanted
were just,
him though?
Who didn't? Everybody except for his people. You
They
know?
waited. Hey, they waited till he.
And that was the best time.
Yeah, they
That was the
waited.
best
They
time.
waited for him.
Yeah, he ain't under that umbrella no more. That's what they was waiting for. New York got him.
But they said he was gonna run again. I ain't trying to get nobody no free publicity.
Nah, he gonna run again. But at this time, you know,
Nah,
like I
he
said,
can't.
New
He
York-
ain't gonna win. He a criminal.
Not
He
yet.
like me
Well,
now. They ain't gonna
well,
let
we
him in the
can't-
game, coach.
Well, we can't say that because we don't need no kind of lawsuits and no cease and desist. He ain't been charged with anything yet. He just been indicted. So, you know, for y'all don't know, that's a difference between being charged and being indicted. So,
Facts.
literally, a grand jury just came together and pretty much said, yo, there's enough facts that was presented to us to say we can charge him with this. So, as of right now, he's still considered innocent until proven guilty. But nonetheless, the man gonna be handcuffed and fingerprinted and processed. Just
They
like
gonna
any
do
other
him like
criminal.
they did Bill.
You know what I'm saying?
How they did Bill Cosby. Put his old ass in jail.
Yeah, man. But enough about Donald Trump, man. You know, he's, you know, that's in the past.
I just thought that was just something to talk about, but fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him,
Fuck
exactly.
him.
man.
Mother made him, motherfuck him. That's what
Exactly.
I say.
Good, man.
Yeah,
Good.
figure dig.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I was looking at some shit. Your boy 6ix9ine, right? I just checking that out. I did, man. You know, first and foremost, let me tell you something. I remember when 6ix9ine first came out, man. He kind of stood out to me. I'm gonna keep
Not
it 100.
Tekashi. Let's don't get it twisted. We ain't talking about Tekashi over here, all right? So y'all.
I am talking about Tekashi.
Oh, we talking about. I thought we were talking about G6 over there. I'm sorry.
No,
man. I'm
no,
sorry, man.
6ix9ine.
Yo,
You
hey,
seen
y'all pardon
you
me.
seen G go like this.
I
You
got
like,
so many
yeah.
things going on here right now, bro. It's crazy.
Yo, this is the new vibe for us. You see the setup. We on some new shit, so just vibe with us.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
because
it's
this new
cool,
vibe
it's cool.
got me bugged out right now.
I'm
like,
sweating.
yo,
I'm hot.
maybe
I'm
that's
under
what
the lights.
thinking.
I'm in Hollywood, baby.
All right.
But yeah, I'm talking about 6ix9ine, Tekashi.
Tekashi.
6ix9ine
My bad, G.
got his ass beat in Florida.
Okay.
Niggas stumped him out. Now, I'm confused because as soon as he gets stumped out, he goes and does a video with some other dude over in Colombia or whatnot, and blows up 6 million views in less than 24 hours.
I haven't
24 hours.
even seen it.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, because I be on my phone a lot and shit. And yeah, so I was like, damn, was this a setup? Like, you know, did he send some niggas in there to whoop his ass real quick? Why would he be inside of a gym, Planet Fitness? Was it a Planet Fitness?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
by
something.
himself. He's supposed to be security man. and get stumped out. And luckily somebody had cameras and shit.
But
and
bro,
all
you
that.
know what though? It wouldn't surprise me. We live in an age of social media where everybody gotta have attention. You know, rewind back to, you know, my man Jesse Smollett when he staged the attack over there in Chicago. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me.
That was like a gay bashing or something like that, supposed to be?
Pretty much just wanted attention. He tried to say it was that, you know, racist, homophobic, you know, type stuff going on, but let's keep it 100, it wasn't. But the point is, you know, we live in an age where, you know, it's about everybody wants some kind of an attention. And if you know Tekashi, well, not know him, but if you follow him and know his history, he's all about being a troll and trolling people. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did stage it, but at the same time, we don't know the facts. So until, you know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, he did a video. I forget the name of the new video or whatever. But he did do it, and it was whack to me. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Go speak on it.
I think what he's trying to do is get the sympathy back. So he used to go around telling niggas, suck my dick, I'm gangster, you can't fuck me. Now he getting the road to where I got my ass beat, I'm sympathizing, y'all, you know, and then his music changed too. Bro, so now he on some reggaeton type shit.
Let's keep it 100. Like, that's never gonna happen with the age we living in, the way the streets moving.
Right now,
especially if anybody's been following what's going on with the whole Troy Ave tax stone thing with the not snitching.
Well, see, them two different type of vibes.
But in the element of the environment in which they move, they're musicians who talk that gangster rap, who rap about gangster type stuff. In essence, that's that same type lifestyle. So, you know, when things pop off or happen, and like I said, if you know Tekashi's situation about him turning turncoat, snitching, and, you know, turning on the...
He snitched on some niggas that was trying to kill him.
But what do you expect? He built like that. Yeah. We talked about that in one of the previous
That's why I say the Troy Ave and the tax tone shit is different.
Yeah, and that...
From that type of vibe. Snitching is snitching.
Yes, and that perspective is different. But in essence of what circle they're in as far as music and what they rapped about, it's the same, and it's in the same.
Well, I look at it like, I'm about this life right here. He was talking about that life. He wasn't about that life. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now the tax stone Troy Ave shit, that was some real life shit.
That was some real life shit. But once again, that's what he portrayed. So to the streets, and we live in a society where people are gullible and they believe whatever they see. So whether or not, which he wasn't a part of that, that's what he portrayed. So they took it as though like you from the street, and then you from the streets, so you know real street.
You from
niggas,
the street too, shit. You from Brooklyn, nigga?
Nah,
what you mean,
square, bro? straight.
I don't know too many square niggas from Brooklyn.
Nah, man,
where you from? Crown Heights or some shit? Where you from? Coney Island or some shit?
That's still
Brooklyn. What's the square part of Brooklyn?
That's still Brooklyn.
The East? You from the East?
Williamsburg, Dumbo.
When the East is in the house, oh my God.
Nah, man. But, you know, like I said, you know, we'll see in time with him. But you know, I want to talk about something a little bit more. On a serious note, though, shout out to the LSU women's basketball team.
Okay.
They brought home a national title yesterday.
You talking about all my sisters?
Yeah, they beat out the Iowa Hawkeyes, if I'm correct. Great game. But what I want to talk about and speak on is, I can't speak of the young lady's name, but, you know, in sports, you know, people gesture. And, you know, they talk trash. That's what they do in sports. Anybody plays sports or follows sports, that's what we do out there.
Facts.
Well, one of the young ladies who played for Iowa, once again, I can't think of her name, so I'm not going to
mush
score her name.
Girl or hair or some shit like that?
No, she didn't mush her. Well, she had made a hand gesture. Yeah, she had made a hand gesture when they beat South Carolina. If anybody know South Carolina, shout out to South Carolina Gamecocks head coach Dawn Staley. I mean, I used to have a crush on Dawn Staley until I found out she rocked the other way, but neither that.
You can still have a crush on her shit. She can switch teams for a little bit.
Nah, she's straight with it now. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to
she gangster.
Do you ain't seen her?
She probably walk around with the strap on and all that.
See, I ain't say none of that. But the point I'm trying to make is, during that game that they was playing South Carolina, the young lady for the Iowa Hawkeyes, she had made a hand gesture, something to the motion of like, you can't see me, or pointed to her hand like, you know, we about to win a ring. And South Carolina was already taking heat for them being a straight, they was a damn good basketball. They still are a damn good basketball team. But a lot of sports analysts and people on the outside kind of, look at them as being thuggish. Maybe it's because of, they were all black. That's the speculation, how they moved, how they talked, but that's a part of it. But to get to the point, once again, shout out to the LSU Lady Tigers basketball team. The young lady had made a gesture towards this star player. And
who was it? Angela Reese and
Caitlin
Clark?
Yeah, Angela Reese is the Angel Reese.
Angel Reese
is the young lady from LSU, and Caitlin Clark is the lady from Iowa. And to get to the point, she had made a gesture to her, the same kind of gesture that Caitlyn had made to South Carolina. Well, they tried to say that the young lady Angel was thuggish and it was unnecessary.
She did the Tony Yayo.
Did the same thing. And that's what we want to talk about is why is there such a difference when certain group of people do certain things? Okay. Like, why is there more of a backlash? And I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100, especially when it comes to black people, when it comes to African Americans, especially athletes. These are to me, they're young kids.
She did the Tony Yayo.
Yeah, but we live in a society to where, if you haven't noticed, and we all been living long to know, there's always been this difference when it comes to them and us. You know, by all means, like I'm not a racist person. I have black friends, white friends, Asian, brown, but let's keep it 100. There's always been a difference when it comes to the treatment, when it comes to how one class of people does something compared to when another class of people do it. When certain people do something, oh, it's patriotic. Yo, they was, it was just in sportsmanship, and oh, we love it. But then when another group of people do it, oh, it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for, it's gangster.
They're intimidated by us, man, as a people. Period.
But the point I'm trying to make is why is it still like that today? It's still basketball. It wasn't like it was anything disrespectful. What's the difference between if a black person does it or a white person does it?
It's the same as when what they call it when they make a touchdown and you do unsportsmanlike conduct, like when you do a certain dance or you do something with the ball.
But who
invented that shit?
It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, but who the people who do it?
I mean, we
okay. So guess what? They didn't like it that we would do that or celebrate in that way. So what they do? They put some kind of rules, or they ban it, or they do some shit like that. It's the same type of, so they do that to us. They've been doing that to us.
But check it though. There's a difference when you're gonna police it across the board. Shout out to my man. He's the tight end for Kansas City. Travis Kelce. I think the dude's black. The way he be dancing and twerking and stuff out there for Kansas City.
Niggas held away.
Yo, Travis Kelce, the truth.
But do he twerk?
Yeah, he do it all. Travis Kelce, but he's true. But to get to my point.
Okay.
They police it across the board. He doesn't get it any difference besides if he was to do it or if Patrick Mahomes was to do it or any other black athlete.
Calvin, what?
Everybody. Huh?
Calvin?
Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce is the tight end.
Okay, Travis.
But what I'm getting at is if you're going to penalize, then do it across the board. Don't, because you feel a certain kind of way about a certain class of people, you want to, categorize and penalize them more. No, make it the same across the board. If you're going to critique the young lady Angel, then you need to critique the same lady, Caitlyn, I think is her name?
Caitlyn, yeah, it was Caitlyn.
Could do the same thing. That's all we're saying out here. Stop this.
So you saying, because I'm lost. First and foremost, I apologize for any sports fanatics and fans. I'm not a big sports fan. I'm into music and arts. And, that's what I like. So I'm not a big sport man. If it's playoffs, like maybe that was March Madness? That was
that's NCAA.
So, shit like that. I'm not a big basketball dude. I'm going to keep it 100. Football, playoffs, Super Bowl, that type of action. But what I was saying to that point is I'm not into the know like you might be in the know of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like I said, it isn't so much about sports. It was just trying to bring the attention as to we still have that going on in this day and age when that shouldn't even be a factor where people want to label a certain class of people.
That happens all the time.
Yes, it does. But it's unfortunate that these are young ladies. Like they're still young.
She did the yayo on that.
Come on. Like, really? But motherfuckers can run up on the fucking Capitol and shit and throw windows
right?
and
no, so if for me, right? Shit. Okay, how you doing? Look.
Fuck out of here with that
right?
shit.
Look, you see me, right? Hey,
this guy.
Check me out. How come I can do this, right? They label me because I got a grill in or because I'm wearing jewelry or what the fuck, right? 100 shit, right? They going to label me I get pulled over right now. They don't know I got a nice job. I take care of 5 kids, a wife, live in a nice home, proper college degree. They going to label me regardless because of the melanin we got in us. You understand what I'm saying? So that shit happens all the time.
But you know what it was, though? What I'm proud of Coach Dawn Staley for the South Carolina Gamecocks women's team, she stood up and she pointed them out and said, look, if you're going to have that kind of energy, then have that across the board. Like that's the point she's making. Have it across the board. Have that across the board. Like don't single a certain class of people out because you feel some type of way you don't like. Nah, keep that same energy. And that's what we need to do. We need to call it out when it happens. And we talked about that. People being spineless, being coward, like they say this, but then they won't say it to your face. Or they'll be like, yeah, I rock with you. But then when the smoke come, they don't want
that happen all the time, P.
True. But what I'm speaking is in context.
And you said it with the sports, but on it, come on, you already know them motherfuckers just as how about why they ain't did shit to Jerry Jones for when they found him in the racist picture from back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They ain't said shit about that, man. They showed the picture, talked about it. They ain't do that. Remember when that dude owned, what team did he own? Like I said, I'm not a big sports dude, but I remember shit because it was the news. When he owned the team and then he got rid of he was racist, a racist owner. They finally, after a while.
Small man for the Clippers.
Yeah, they finally got him to, they finally got him to sell the team and all that. Man, man, we ain't nothing but pawns in them people, bro.
True. And that's why I always say you have to look at the value within yourself. At the end of the day, it isn't about the money, it isn't about what you do for a living or what talent you was blessed with. We all were blessed with a certain skill set and talent, but the real value is in yourself. So it doesn't matter if you're making $1 million or if you got dreams and aspiration of millions of dollars. To the young kids out there who want to play sports and be pro athletes, understand that these are the things that you're going to have to deal with, and understand that the value is in yourself. So like I said, shout out to the ones who stood up and they spoke their mind and not afraid to speak their mind. Like, that's what I support more than anything, more than a sport. It could be, driving a bus, shoveling shit, paving roads. If you know what you believe in, stand on that shit. That's what it literally boils down to. Black, white, or whatever, stand on it. Don't let nobody overrun you or make you feel some type of way because you look some type of way. Be unapologetic.
You remember when Homeboy called the girls, what team was it? Black ball-headed
hoes?
Yeah,
for Rutgers, nappy-headed hoes.
Nappy-headed hoes.
Yeah,
that was fucked up, though. But they ain't did nothing to him, did it?
Exactly. Suspended him, that's about it.
Yeah.
Got his own show.
Bunch of nappy-headed hoes.
Yeah, got his own show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let us say some shit like that.
You already know what it's going to be, but
pink people. I say pink people. Motherfucker look at me. Say pink people. Yeah. I say, hey, word I had a conversation one time, and I was talking about pink people. And I said, first of all, I ain't racist one bit, but I ain't stupid either. I know what's going the fuck on. My grandma said they pink people. She said she ain't never seen a white person. She said if she seen a white person, she'll probably faint because white is a white color. She ain't never seen it. She said she seen a black motherfucker before, but she ain't never seen a white person. Okay. She called them pink. So we said, okay, pink. Matter of fact, grandma, happy birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. She turned 81. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's Miss House, Pearl Hauser.
Oh, my bad, Miss
But
House.
that's my mama, right? But I called her, and I'm going to talk about something real quick I want to talk about, too. But anyway, I said something one time about Caucasus Mountains. That's where the white folks came from, the mountains. The Caucasus. That's why they call Caucasians. Because they came from the Caucasus Mountains. That's why they was in the caves. They were, and there's no crazy shit. It's real if you know your shot. I wish the guy was on here because he'd tell you in depth, right? Look, they was in the cave. That's why their skin is pale. Because they was in the caves and shit. That's why they hairy like that. You see white people got long beards. It look like, the Vikings and shit, hairy motherfuckers. Because they was in there, they had to keep warm. That's why their skin so pale, because they wasn't in the sun. They was in the mountains, inside caves, right? That's why their nose is long so they can breathe. The icicles, you know what I'm saying? They have long noses. We a whole different type of vibe. That's why their eyes is blue and different colors because of the simple fact that they was in the dark, in the caves. This is real shit, right?
Not deaf.
Now, we different. We was in the sun. We brown. We melanated. Our noses are wider so we can breathe through the heat. We run because we had to run from lions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fact, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Our hair is coarse. Because the way if the sun don't beat, we don't sweat. You see how white people sweat? They shit sweat down their face like that. Our shit hold moisture. You feel me? No, this is real shit. And I let somebody else get deep on it and depth on it. But, so at the end of the day, I was talking about this to somebody, and then you should have seen the look I had on me. One of them people looked at me, and they just got mad that I said
that shit.
And I'm giving them facts. I ain't saying no racist shit.
Nah, you speaking.
They done called us monkeys.
Yeah.
All kind of shit. Motherfucker said something about monkey. He say, we came from monkeys, and we were monkeys. I said, well, how come it's still monkeys then? If we evolved from monkeys, why do you still got fucking monkeys? What the rest? Are they supposed to evolve too with them the retards?
Bro, it's like I said, everybody has their theory. At the end of the day, we're all in essence, human beings, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter the color of your skin.
It doesn't.
What really matters is, like MLK says, the content of your character and who you are and how you carry yourself. We all have a purpose while we're here on earth, whether you want to believe it or not. And that is to, believe it or not, look out for one another. It doesn't matter about where you come from. Like, we have that responsibility, whether you want to take that responsibility on or not and have compassion for people, that's a different story. But in my opinion, that's what we all here for, man, period. Black, white, brown, whatever. And
that's a blessing to the people, but they still pink. So look, I want to say this though, right? My grandma just turned 81 years old.
Shout out to Gramps.
I've been trying to get grandma out this way. I ain't gonna lie. I called her one day and was trying to talk to the lady to see if we can get her. Actually, I was gonna set this studio up and put her in here. you know. With the kids and all that, I know it's gonna be rough. It's not as easy as you think when somebody old and they in assisted living. My grandma in New York, assisted living. Her birthday's yesterday. I talked to her like 3 times. Every time I talked to her, she forgot goddamn who I was. It hurt, but it's crazy because I really enjoy talking to my grandma. But then she forget she was talking to me. Gotcha. And it's fucked up. But it is what it is because I got the memories. I know my grandma everything. So I be telling her shit. And sometimes I be funny with her. I talking and she be telling me all her business and shit. But I think I think we should have some type of awareness. I feel a certain type of way about our grandmas and grandpas and our family that people leave out the like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you speaking 100%.
Dead ass. I've been thinking about that, and it been hurting me because I really want to just snatch her right there and just bring her here. But you got to have it together, and you got to make sure everybody's on the same accord and it's right. But then again, you like, nah, that ain't right. Nigga, to go get my grandma right now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I'm going to commend you for that, man, because what you actually speaking is facts, and you actually, as I like to say, you stepped on my toes a little bit because I don't really do a good job about checking up on my grandparents. I love my grandparents, but I'm not going to lie, I don't really do a great of a job like that. So I shout out to you for doing that, saluting and wanting to do that. Whether they're doing good or not, he said something that's factual. That's something that we should do is check up on our older family members, whether that's your mom, your dad, your grandmoms, or whatever.
We never used to throw our people away like that.
Nah, we didn't. But like you say, and it ain't, when I say but, it's not excusing it. We living in an age now where, we don't have time or we can't make time to do this, that, and the third. And that's something that we all have to get better at doing. It's unfortunate, man. But shout out to you for doing
Grandma,
that,
I love you. Happy 81st birthday. She keep calling me Minnie Mae. Minnie Mae is my no. Where we go? Because Minnie Mae is my transvestite cousin who died in the 80s of AIDS. No, it's a fact. There's no being funny. I had a cousin named Minnie Mae. And she keep calling me him.
But you know what though, man?
And I don't like but she keep calling. And I be like, Grandma, I'm not no freaking Minnie Mae.
But but at the same time, bro, she don't.
I said Grandma. No, I said Grandma. No, man. We had this whole conversation like 3 times. Every time I call, I said Grandma. She said, who this? I said, it's Mookie. She said, Mookie, where you at? I said, I'm in Texas. Oh, what you down in them hurricanes and all that? This thing about to kill me right here. I said, yeah, Grandma, I'm coming to get you. You ain't coming down there with them hurricanes. Then she'll say something else. And I said, yeah. I said, it's Diane's son, which is her daughter. Yeah. Diane ain't got no kids. You ain't older than Diane, babe. I said, yes, I am. Me and Rasheem. She said, you Vera's son. Vera is her sister. And Vera is Minnie Mae's mother. Minnie Mae is my cousin who was gay. Yeah. And he was dressed like a woman, but he passed away in the 80s. He was the first person I ever knew in my life to pass away from AIDS. He was that kind of guy. He was in and out of prison. When he come home, he would dress like a woman and sell his booty. And I believe that's how he caught the AIDS. But Minnie Mae, God bless you. You've been gone since like 88, 89. I just remember going to the hospital to see you. We had to put all this fucking shit on us to go in there because the AIDS was kind of new then. So
we didn't know.
They had us looking like worse than COVID shit.
Yeah.
But she keep calling me Minnie Mae. Grandma, I ain't Minnie Mae. This Mookie. Vendetta the Dawn, Stacey Cash, your grandson, I love you. So back to some more other stuff. I just wanted to bring that out because yesterday was her birthday.
Nah, man, like I said, that's Grams at the end of the day. Like you stated, she doesn't really know. She's not fully aware, so you got to let her pass on that one, though.
Yeah, I do. But we still I'm going back at it, back and forth. She said, you think you slick? I tell you what, I'm going to hang up in your face. We be arguing, right?
Word.
And I call it back act like I'm somebody else. Okay. But so back to it, too. So we got the new podcast. What I think you should do while we here right now, and let's talk about, or do you want to wait? Let's talk about the new thing we got going on. The new thing, I see it on your chest.
Oh, okay.
I see this right here. I don't know if y'all see this. We got a whole new rebranding going on. My man's got something going on. So let's talk about that for a minute. And what's the mission on that?
Oh man, you know what? Pretty much I'm coming up on 2.5 years of being in name, entrepreneurship, having my own clothing brand. So I've been very fortunate. I started it right before the pandemic hit. Started literally from nothing. You hear a lot of people say that, and it's actual fact. You know what I'm saying? I took literally nothing and made it something. I knew what I was getting myself into it when I started it, but to get to the point, in the process of rebranding, like I said, the past 2 years have been great. A lot of ups and downs, but it's been a learning process, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. So this time around, every time you still progress and level up, you have to make these changes. And I went back and I took a look at everything that I've done over the years. Like I said, the ups and the downs, what worked, didn't work. And I had to literally reevaluate and get back in the lab and say, okay, how can I make it better, make it more accessible, make it a lot more simpler, a lot more easy for people to understand what it is we're trying to do. So, you know, I went back and I pretty much said, okay, let's truly rebrand. So what I did was I went back and shortened the name of OWNLY and changed it to OWNLY. As much as I loved OWNLY because it was original, and as much as I kind of didn't want to come up off of it, you know, when you, in whatever lane you're in, and no matter what business or what you're doing, when you want to progress and want to get to the top and you got a vision, I tell people this, you have to be able to adjust and adapt. You have to. It doesn't matter how much you love it. You have to be able to adapt. That doesn't mean change what it means or change the way you think to a certain degree, but you have to adapt. That's where the longevity comes from. So when you ask yourself, how do people stay in a game of whatever it is that they're doing, they adapt. You know, whether it's music, clothing, content, you have to adapt, and that's what we're doing over here. So I shortened it, shortened the name to OWNLY. Still, OWNLY is the original, but like I said, I want to simplify it so that way, you know, when people see it and they ask, it's straight to the point. OWNLY is what OWNLY is. You know, if you have to ask what's the definition of OWNLY, I suggest, no disrespect, that you go pick up a book and read, because it's just that simple.
I like the way, look, I know my chair squeaky as hell, but we gonna work on it. I'll tell you, we're gonna have big budget soon. We're gonna be sitting in some nice shit.
Nah.
But I want to, I like how my man say this shit, and it's real though. He say, if you don't know what the motherfucking mean, then you goddamn just don't know what the fucking mean.
Yeah, you just don't know what the fucking
you
mean.
goddamn stupid motherfucker. It say OWNLY.
OWNLY, that's it,
nigga.
Man. Straight to the point. OWNLY, only one of your kind. We all are the only ones.
The only ones. It means a lot to me. Listen. I'm talking about. I'm the only one. I'm responsible for. I'm the only one responsible for my actions. I'm the only one supposed to be dicking my wife down. I'm the only one who taking care of my motherfucking kids. I'm the only one who get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go handle my business so I can take care of my kids. Yeah. I'm the only one in the motherfucking gym shooting this motherfucking ball. Yeah. I'm the only one in this studio making these motherfucking beats. Yeah. You know, that's what it really means in a sense.
You know what, and you're totally right about that. And going back into having to conform, not conform, so to speak, but like, you know, adapt and change. I even change on how I speak when it comes to what I consider myself. You know, it's easy for a person to consider themselves an entrepreneur. Like anybody can put their tag, put the tag of an entrepreneur on their name. It's simple. Everybody can do it. Literally everybody's doing it now. But I literally had to go do my homework and research, and I've come to an understanding that what I consider myself is a conscious capitalist. And some people are like, what does that mean? Conscious capitalist.
That sounds racist.
No, it's not.
I know what it means, brother.
Yeah.
I'm just saying how it sounds.
Yeah, it makes sense. And for
sound like the Fed's gonna run up in this bitch.
Know it does, right?
You know what they deal with the capitalists. You're a capitalist.
Capitalist, yeah. But nah, it's not in that mindset. It's about creating a product or a service that in turn has a purpose, in turn that will help people. And with that, that's where the money comes from. So long story short, instead of thinking about money first, which a lot of entrepreneurs do, and which I did initially, was like, okay, how much money can I make? You think you put money on the back end. For example, like we talked about was Whole Foods, for example. The gentleman who created Whole Foods had an idea about creating something, giving a better, healthier option for people. So he in turn said, you know, I'm gonna, you know, create Whole Foods.
If I can get 1 second of your time. Mm-hmm. So I like to look up shit. Mm-hmm. Capitalist. The meaning says a wealthy person who uses money to invest in trade and industry for profit, accordance with the principle of capitalism.
Exactly, but the key word, conscious, is the first word. Conscious is the root behind it. Think about it. Consciousness.
No, I just wanted to go with
capitalism. Yeah.
So conscious. Go ahead, finish, brother.
Yeah. So like I said, you know, that's exactly what it means. But you know, conscious is the main thing, and you can interpret it as saying like knowing and understanding consciously what it is that you're doing, with understanding that what you're doing and the product that you have and that you're providing, it has a purpose and it serves a purpose and it has a meaning. And with that, you find people, or there's people out there who have that same type passion or have that same type understanding. And with that comes the money. You understand what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
That's where the money part comes at. So if you create a product and a service that's a need, you're in business. And that's what it was all about, is creating a product that has a meaning and has a purpose. And with that,
so it says key takeaways from conscious capitalism is a socially responsible economic and political philosophy created by John Mackey and Raj Sisodia, whoever he is. But he created it to me because this nigga told me about it. All right. Proponents believe businesses should operate ethically by serving the interests of all stakeholders involved, not just corporate management and stockholders.
So let me pause you. When you heard him say shareholders and stakeholders, you probably think like, oh, people got to invest money. Yes, on that grand scheme of it. But what it literally saying is that the people are investing in you and investing in what it is that you're providing that in turn has a purpose and that provides a service. That's what it means. It doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, you're putting your money in there being a shareholder. A shareholder can be anything. It's like somebody that believes in stakeholder, whatever. Like it's in that same realm of people, and that's where the money comes from. They believe in you. So in turn, that's where that money's coming from.
And how do you, and let me ask you this. When you said you made the transition over to that way of thinking and that way of thinking as far as your business is concerned, has it enlightened you in a new way to go forward? Like, do you see that thinking of that?
Yes, definitely, man. Believe it or not, it puts you in a lot better space to be able to, well, for me, to be able to deal with a lot of things, because anybody who's in any kind of business, entrepreneurs, whether it's in creative content, like you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to be frustrated. Things are not going to work out. But when you have that vision, and we talked about that as far as where it is that you want to be and what it is that you want to do, and you genuinely have a purpose behind that besides being self-serving and thinking about yourself, and knowing that you're creating something that people are going to enjoy and that they're going to like, you know, that's going to make people laugh, or they're going to support what it is that you're doing. Like, that's where the joy comes from. And you realize like it's bigger than you. And that's in essence what you're doing. It's bigger than yourself. So anybody who really knows me know I've kind of always been in that lane. I never look at things as about just being me. I'm a people person. I want everybody to eat, but at the same time and within that same space and token, you know, everybody doesn't think the same way. You know, I think Nick Cannon did an interview with Vlad when Vlad had made a comment. It's like, you know, he don't respect people who aren't hustlers. He don't respect people who just do 9 to 5s. And Nick Cannon said something like to the effect of, well, if you don't have people who work 9 to 5s, then you can't have bosses, you can't have hustlers, because the majority of the workforce are workers. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't be a boss. Everybody keeps talking about, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss. The reality is this, and I'm gonna keep it 100, that goes for myself. If somebody signs your paycheck, you are not a boss, period. If somebody gives you a paycheck and sign their name to it, and it's a paycheck and Uncle Sam takes taxes from it, then guess what? You're not a boss. You may be a supervisor, you may be a leader, you may be a CEO.
And that mean ain't nobody no boss.
No, that's not true.
That income tax check come?
Nah, but you know what I'm saying?
Most people pay income tax.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this year I had to pay.
But
yeah, it's different.
The real ones have money making money for them.
I listen to Dame a lot. I don't know. You like Nick Cannon's philosophy?
I do like Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, Dame. I've been listening to Dame a lot lately. He been saying some shit. Even though Jay got more money, I still like Dame. I ain't gonna.
But you know what though, and that's what he was saying. In essence, it's not even about the money, and I think that's a principle when we try to compare.
He just came up to Billy though.
But exactly. Now shout out to Jay-Z for doing that.
Ooh.
Respect in that aspect. But once again, it comes into that person's character and what it is morally that they willing to stand on. Because what may be rich to you is subjective. Maybe also what's rich to me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some people could go live off the land and be happy. Russell Simmons has said something like, when you know, the happy homeless dude is shitting all over, you know, the regular man.
I can see that.
Because he said, because we both gonna check out. Neither one of us gonna take it with us when we go. The only difference is that man who's out there homeless and living his life and being happy, he's figured that out already. He doesn't have to work. And I had to think about that too. When I used to ask myself, like, why are they out here? Why are they live? You could do so much better. But when the hindsight is like, that's what makes them happy.
Stress-free.
Exactly. That's what makes them
but
happy.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Well, being that I have children, small children that I got to fend and take care of, I can't do that. Maybe these people not on that type of time. They got a whole different type of time.
And that's what goes back to my saying. When there's everybody doesn't have that same mindset. And that's something I had to learn, Cash, was like, I used to get so frustrated as to why the fuck are people not doing this? Why the fuck are y'all not falling in line? Like, how are y'all not speaking the fuck up? And I had to realize, like, everybody don't have it in them. Everybody, I'm still frustrated to this day, but I had to bring myself to understand everybody ain't built that way. They don't have it in them. I
mean, I can say within the last couple years, I've humbled myself to the wants and needs. Like, you know, I'm more family orientated now. Like, I try to save money to do a family trip. Like, I'm not like things like I used to, my mindset I used to have is not the same mindset. I think that comes, and I think that comes with maturity and it comes with age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like to floss a little bit. That's on me though. Like I don't do nothing stupid, crazy like I could do. Like when I run into money, I used to go through it fast.
Yeah.
Like, boom, like, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. That's not the vibe no more. A lot of shit I got is remnants from a past long ago.
And see, and like I said, that ties into your individual self. And what, like, I could never sit here and be like, yo, why you working to stack your money up to go take your family on vacations or stuff like I could never say no crazy shit to question that, because once again, that's what you're doing. First of all, you're being responsible. That's first and foremost. And you're making sure that your family is good. Like, that's your lane. Like, that's your path. Just like my path is different from yours, from my man G6. Everybody's path is different as to why.
What's your path, G6?
Working hard. He's working hard. See what I'm saying? He going somewhere though. We know that. We already know that, man. It's just a matter of time.
But I was talking to somebody too, and we talked about it. We talked about not working for motherfuckers no more.
You already know where I'm at, bro.
I think we had that. Look,
don't get me started.
I'm on the type of time where I'm like,
yeah,
but it's crazy the way.
With it, man.
But it's crazy
shit,
though, but
bro.
how the system's set up to where you just can't do it.
That.
Like you can, and you'll
bro,
be like that homeless happy person. Right you'll be that homeless happy person, right? You can do it. You can say fuck it, but then you ain't gonna have you gonna be all fucked up.
And once again, it's subjective. It's subjective to what you consider all fucked up.
Okay, say if you decided to do that right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If I decided to.
If you decided to, you still will have. Could you run a business proficiently and make sure that is and to grow it, live in that way?
No, not in the lane I'm in. Not the lane I'm in.
No, the happy homeless lane.
And
fuck everything else.
No, that's impossible.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We're stuck trying to get to the happy homeless guy, like you said.
Mindset, you mean?
Mindset, because we can say fuck it. A lot of people say when the motherfuckers get addicted to drugs or just say fuck it or get fucked up in there, like you said, how your boy say, you hit that weed, that fuck it weed.
Yeah.
Man, fuck it.
But you know what? I'll disagree with you on that when you say we're stuck. I think we just haven't. But I would say I don't think we've reached that level yet. You know, we haven't got to that level of yet to where we can literally be like, yo, I'm done with it. You know, like I'm good. I can sit back now and do that. I don't think we're on that level yet to be able to do that.
Right.
So I don't think say we're stuck for those who are moving in that way. I think it's just a matter of time and to keep grinding it out and keep doing what we're doing until we get ourselves in that position. I think a lot of people get stuck on a time frame. We hear a lot of, yo, I got a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan. You should do this within 5 years. It's funny you said Dane. Dane said something interesting. He said, lost my train of thought. He said, empires weren't built overnight. It took years. Imagine how long it took for empires to build, for everybody to be on the same page, to think the same way, and to sustain that for that long. It takes it takes time, and you got to be willing to put that time in and grind and grind and grind and grind and grind to get yourself there. And if you, for one, don't have that patience, people ask the question, what's the secret? You sit back and we watch these people say, I make 10,000 off this on YouTube. The key is discipline. You want to know what the secret is? The secret is discipline.
Facts.
Period. Because you can have as much talent, you can be as skilled, you can have all the money in the world, you could be handsome, good looking, have the best pussy, whatever the case may be, look good. If you're not disciplined in what it is that you're trying to do, you will fall apart.
Can I go back real quick?
Go ahead.
Why we can't have the best dick? Why you can't
same
have
thing.
The best
it's all in the
pussy?
same scope.
Saying we look handsome. You said you could have said pretty. Yeah.
It's in the same scope.
The best dick.
And you gotta get over the fact that ease. Denzel said this.
You know
ease.
I'm a funny motherfucker.
This guy. And you got to get out of that comfort zone. Period. You got to get out of that comfort zone of being stagnant. Like Denzel said, ease is the greatest. What did he say? He said ease is the greatest threat to success. It is.
No, it is. Like we talked about that.
You can't get.
We talk about. I was telling you about how I'm jumping back in doing my shit. Cause for a minute I got a little complacent. Is that the word? Complacent? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, you know what? That's not. I start seeing it, and then I started sitting around and just feeling like I start getting routine again. I don't want routine. That's comfortability.
And you know what too, bro? I heard this too. Also, too. I heard you use the word humble. And there's been a lot of controversy when it comes to people using that word humble. You know, a lot of people like, you know, you got to be humble. And some people like, yo, why being humble? Because their thought process is, why should I not speak about my success? Why? Because it's going to make you feel bad? Is that what it is? That's why I should be humble? Because what I'm saying is making you feel uncomfortable about the success that I put in? Should I be humble?
That ain't you being humble.
It's not?
Yeah, me being humble is not like knocking the nigga out or some shit, or to me, or cussing a motherfucker out, or shooting a nigga. To me, that's me being humble, or not speaking what I want to say. Like fuck you, nigga. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck this job, nigga. Suck my like. That's me being humble because it's a time where
gangster,
it was a time where I'd be like fuck you and your dead grandma, bitch. Like hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel. Like I've humbled myself to the point to where. All right, you got that. Even with street beef, and I don't even get in street beef no more. Like, I don't even do that. But some niggas say something to me real slick, I'm going 0 to 1,000 real quick, nigga. I tell a mother nigga, fuck your dead grandmama. I don't even know if she dead.
Yeah.
I open her casket up and face fuck her.
Mentally.
Like, no, I'm serious. and nigga, if you ain't ready to fight then shut the fuck up.
Mentally,
but
yeah.
I humble myself. I don't do that anymore. I say, you got that, fam. You right.
I ain't even got that.
You ain't got that no more? Nah. You still gonna fight?
Bro. No comment. No comment. You ain't talking crazy to me.
I look, I just think about, you know, I kind of like, what's that movie with what's her name? Nicolas Cage, when he 60 seconds or some shit, where he can think about what happened before it happens. Like he see it like in different times, like what can happen.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking
Something
about.
like Dr. Strange. I think it's called Gone in 60 Seconds. I think some shit like that. But I look at life like that sometimes. Like I see certain shit, my actions. Like if it can't happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
And everything that I do, going to 60 seconds. Yeah, I would do it, and then before I do it, I have something in me. I think of all the consequences of everything that can happen before I do it. Gotcha. And then that's the determination if I'm going to do it or if I'm not going to do it. Right? So you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I want to say something, G. Give me 1 second here, man. I want to ask a question.
Ask it.
I think we short on time though.
Okay.
I think we short on time. G, what we got, about 25? 30? We good. Oh, we good. We got plenty of time. So, we got the clothing line.
Yeah.
We rebranded it.
Yep.
It's OWNLY.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bags, man? Talk about the bag.
Man, my first prototype will be in on Thursday. I got an email, matter of fact, right before I left the spot. So it's on its way over here. I'm excited about it. I'd rather show you than to speak on it. I think it's gonna be something awesome.
I just want them to see your vision.
Man, they're gonna see it. And once again, don't talk about when, you know, down the road tomorrow, I see it now, motherfucker. You need to be seeing this shit right now. And if you don't see it, that's all good too. It ain't gonna mean
they want to get the coach though. They don't want to get the they don't want to get the passion. They want to get the coach.
Then go hop on that fucking coach.
Yeah, I'm talking about. They don't want to jump on the capitalism.
Let them go hop on that motherfucker. Like,
all right, so okay, so I'm talking. So we got the bag, we got the new branding, the clothing line, gangster. We're gonna do that real big. You know, this is a collective of shit.
Bro, you know what? Probably like, yo, you talking crazy or you just talking shit. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I would say this to anybody, and whatever it is that you doing in life that you want to do, I don't give a damn what it is. Whether you, like I say, you want to serve ice cream or whatever the fuck it is. You want to raise cows, you better be passionate about doing it. You better believe and try to understand that you're the best at it. You better have that mindset, because if not, what are you doing it for? You better look at everything else other than yours as second, period. Fact. You better have that mindset. Even though I got friends in the industry, like, it's not competition, so to speak. I said, but I'll tell them this. You better, even if we literally doing the same thing, you better have the mindset that your product is better than mine. We still boys. We still partners. We still brothers.
What's your man right here?
Shout out to my man, Legendary Status.
Legendary Status.
Patrick, my man, PG up there in Canada.
Canada in the building. Canada
Status.
Hey, I'm only child of the death. But sometimes, if you rocking with my man, how you say you rock with your, I rock with you.
Yeah, shout out to my man PG up there in Canada, man.
We rock.
Yeah, Legendary Status, very dope man out of Canada. And we linked up crazy, man. Like, I think we just came across each other on social media. You know how you got similarities, and he hit me up, I hit him up, and he's been inspiring. And to keep it 100, we get inspiration from everywhere, but I want to say, like, he's been real inspirational to me. So shout out to my man, Legendary Status.
And if you fuck with my mans, I fuck with you.
Nah, definitely.
Straight like that.
But nah, like I said, stick to what it is that you want to do in life. If you got a vision and a dream, do it. Follow it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. They can say you crazy. They can say you too old. They can say, why you wait this up, man? Fuck them niggas.
They said, why you 46
you
rapping?
get me started now. So
Nah, you got me started. You said old. I got mad.
Man, let me tell you
why you 46 wearing grills? Because I want to. Because I can.
You already know what I want to say, but never mind. No comment.
Okay, wait. Okay, tell them one more time then. All right. Okay, so we set the bag. So we got OWNLY, right? I'm breaking it down for motherfuckers who don't know, and I'm doing it slowly. So we got OWNLY, rebranding. This is shit. This is 2023 shit. Before 24, this shit is gonna be all in here. It ain't no in the works. It's here, right?
It's here.
Tell them about the glasses, man.
Man, we got Passion. Shades coming online too. Hopefully by summer, if not the first of fall. This has been like a 2-year problem. Let me tell you something. This isn't something that just happened overnight, y'all. Like, this has been in works like for years.
I've been telling niggas to jump on it.
Money spent, money invested to get it done. So this isn't like, oh, let me just go grab a bag and just put a name on it. I mean, literally, I've invested my own money.
This nigga got schematics and sketches and prototypes.
Literally.
You know what I'm talking about?
Spent money on products that didn't come out the way I thought it did. Had to go back to the drawing board and all that costs.
Prototypes.
Yeah, it all costs money. I mean, a lot of money. You know, we ain't really talk about how much money, but if you're thinking about getting into that lane, understand you're gonna have to spend money. You can't be afraid to take that chance because you're gonna spend money before you start making money.
We got a lot of money though too. We're gonna invest in some new chairs because this motherfucker squeaking like
it's all good. But
hey, okay, I'm sorry. Now we talked about that. Now one more thing. How about tell them about the liquor, man.
Sabali vodka's
you hear how I'm just coming at him?
Yeah, so
tell them about the liquor,
Sabali
man.
vodka's in the works too. Like I said, that project takes a little bit more time because there's a lot more intricate paperwork when it comes to dealing with the spirits business. You know,
this nigga on some George Clooney shit.
Yeah, the government gets involved. You know, and that's a lot of dough. So you know, some things get put on a back burner, but trust me, you better believe that shit's gonna be coming too. So when they get here, don't motherfucking say you never say nothing about it. You never heard about it, because trust me, I'm bringing it.
So we got OWNLY. You got Create Passion.
Passion. Sabali
Vodka.
The Only One Podcast.
Only One Podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
Sawdust Records. That ain't it.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You got Sawdust Entertainment. You got Dead on the Beats.
Yep.
What I say I'm gonna do? Open up a studio, right?
Open a studio.
So my big plan is to open up a real studio too. Not like the one we in now. This is my home studio. You know, we can come here and jam session this too. We talking about some square footage. We talking about top of the line equipment. We talking about full bands can come in and record. We want to get record company to pay us to have their artists come record.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now. And I mean, that's working in the plans. So, you know, Sawdust Record Studio, I'm not quite sure what it's going to be called yet, but I'm in the works on it right now.
And shout out to my man G6 for giving us this look. You know, can't forget him, man. Like, he's the sculptor, the artist behind this look we got right now. Definitely a different look if y'all seen the other things we've done. So shout out to him for putting this together, making this happen. You know, it wouldn't be possible without him, so we got to give props to where props is due. Shout out to the other brands at the Legendary Status, 2 or more builds, 2 or more gathering. I'm a man, Jay Johnson, Jay Nino. Like I said, Sawdust Records, G6 Pie, the realest.
Man, the realest.
Everybody who supports us and what it is that we doing. And like
shout out to Rochester, New York, man.
Shout out, definitely.
Shout out to my hey, yo, Erica, I see you on the live, right? You know, I'm gonna shout you out. That's my sister, man, Erica Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister, she was selling clothes. She had shit I ain't even seen. You know, she on her little thing where she be, I won't say little thing like that, but you know what I'm talking about. She's selling Hershey booty shorts and Butterfinger booty shorts.
Hey.
All kind of shit. I seen you out the trunk. I think it's called out the trunk or some shit she got. And I said I was gonna cop something, and I ain't forget you. Just know that. But yeah, shout out to all the people who trying to do something with themselves. That's the whole fact, and that's the whole point. If you doing something to try to do something for yourself, that's the vibe. We too old to be playing games, man. Like, if you got children and if you and your, even at a young age you want to try, but if you getting up there a little bit, start to investing in yourself. Start doing something different. Because that Rap City shit ain't the business no more. That motherfucking, all that shit we used to thought it was, The trap star shit, all that shit is not the business. Trust me.
Shout out, and I should have done this again. And shout out to the ones who laid the foundation for us to be able to be in the position that we are right now. Shout out to everybody, the ones that supported us, our family members who paved the way and showed us what it's about to have that work ethic. And no matter what it is, just because we may not be doing what it is that you did or you put your time in, we salute that we saw. And that translated into what it is that we're doing right now. We took that same work ethic. I'm pretty sure my man G6 got a story just like that too. That's why he moves the way he moves.
We're going to put him on the interview table soon.
Me, it started from somewhere. So shout out to the ones who laid the foundation for us. And trust me, we're not hating on it. We're not dissing it. We're not thinking we better. We saluting you out and understand right now we building on that foundation.
That's
no more pouring concrete. That's what we doing. So shout out to you all while we build this.
And also, I want to say, because, we got a lot of things we're going to do with the podcast now that we're visual. Yeah. We're going to try to give you something at least 2 to 3 times a week. That's just what we got planned in our mind right now. It could be more. I mean, a month. My apologies. Yeah. We want to do more interviews. So, you can hit us up on, you can hit me up on my Facebook, my Messenger. You can go to vendetta@yahoo.com. Where you can go? What you got?
You can get over at the Only One Podcast.
Only One Podcast on Instagram.
Shout by P, aka P the Icon.
If you're interested in, if you in the Austin area or something. Excuse me. Somebody want to do that already. Look, they want to get it.
Yo, G6, you want to give them a shout out to how they can reach out to you? I want to give them the wrong info.
Okay. Okay, I'll call you right back. I'm on.
All right, G, you hear that? It's GSIXPIE. That's his following. Catch him on Instagram. Very talented dude, comedian, artist. He's just a dope artist. Let's just put it like that. He's an artist, and whatever what he's doing, whether it's behind the scenes, he's an artist. I give him that. Let's just put it straight like that. Don't try.
We talking about G?
Yeah, G6.
Right.
He's an artist.
I apologize for my phone. I'm quite sure G gonna make that look good later though.
Yeah, no. Dope artist. So follow him. Watch what he does. He has a great following, and like I said, I'm happy to have him on board with what we're doing here. So blessings to him, and as he continue to grow as well.
Most definitely. So you can, like I said, you can go to, if you want to hit my email for the podcast, if you know me personally, if you don't know, vendetta@yahoo.com. I'm old school, so when you see that Yahoo, you know that's nigga old.
That's old, yeah.
Nigga old. Nigga ain't Gmail at Yahoo, but you look at that bitch, you'll say AOL. Yahoo, right? You can also check us out, like I said, the Only One Podcast on Instagram.
Yes.
You got Vendetta Stacy Cash on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You got Only Child by P on Instagram.
Soon to be Only.
Soon to be on. You want to switch it up?
Straight Only. That's it.
All right.
Simple.
And then how about the website gonna change too?
Everything's
okay.
Gonna
So we gonna revamping. He revamping. So
everything.
Until that, if you can't get in there, I just gave you the information. We would love to have some guests on here. I just left the barbershop. I was talking to a few of the barbers. We want to talk about something they was talking about, get off my brain. I think that'd be something nice.
Yeah.
If you an entrepreneur, if you if you a scholar, if you all about enlightening, if you a health guru, if you a vegan like my man over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could talk about all that. And, I mean, that's what we do here, though, on some real shit.
Like I said, it's like we eating at the table like we said when we first started. Like I said, this is a table. It's a platform created for people to come on here. And as long as you bring something to the table, life lessons learned that we can learn from, you more than welcome to come to the table and eat. And that's what we doing here, no matter what you do. So get that understood. No matter what you do in life, if you got something to bring to the table and we can all eat, bring it to the table.
It's
just
right here.
That simple.
Look at it.
You understand?
Table. We got you.
Table. We ready to
here.
eat. So bring it.
So, yo, we going to keep it real because if we don't.
Who will?
You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to do this again, P. It's been like what? Man.
Been 3-4 weeks,
man. We ain't you know what I'm talking about?
But you know what though, man? Everything in timing, everything happened for a reason. This time, like I said, we making it happen. And everything has a purpose, God.
Right.
Everything has a purpose as to why it happened and why it's not happening. Don't worry about, try not to, and I know I try not to look at what everybody else is doing, and yes, we will get there. I'm saying we will get there. And
that's a fact. Timing. I have no doubt about
timing. That. So if you're all seeing it sporadically, trust me, it's a process.
And there's a lot of work behind the scenes. Trust and believe.
Things happen, things fall apart.
Trust and believe.
But you have to keep stepping, and that's what we're doing. We may slow down to a crawl, We said it before, you know what I'm saying? The faucet ain't gonna turn off. It may turn to a drip, but this motherfucker ain't turning off.
Right.
You understand me? Understand that shit.
And if it get cold and the pipes ain't freezing, baby.
This bitch ain't gonna freeze.
Yes, sir.
Never. That ain't gonna allow that shit to happen.
Only one podcast, man.
You know it, man.
I usually give y'all a little music in here. Maybe I might throw something in there when we edit. Like I said, this is the real deal. This is no fake.
I like this though, man. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this too. I like this.
You know what I mean? Man, it's a pleasure. Like I said, man, me and my son Moolah, we got something we working out, Moolah. We working on something, man. Old Cash, New Moolah. That's the name of the project we working on. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think that's something. We already got a couple songs, and we're gonna start shooting some visuals for that. Sawdust Records, Dead Beats on deck. I can't wait till the new line launch. As a brand ambassador, we're gonna be doing what we do. So we just gonna say keep it real. If you don't, who will? The only one podcast. Y'all holla at us. That's what it do. Already.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. That motherfucking chair was squeaking like a motherfucker. Hey, you behind the scenes on the motherfucking podcast, motherfucker. You see what we doing too. We ain't playing. But hey, yeah, you see us? Hey, man, y'all motherfucker. Hey. That nigga, he did the shit. You can't play basketball with him.